Welcome, welcome everyone. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I'm on here on a late night edition. I call it. It's about 10:45, but I had to do it. I had a pretty busy schedule coming up this week, so um, definitely wanted to hop on here and talk about some of the latest travel news that is going on. So um, let's get into it. How's everyone? I haven't been on here in a couple weeks. Last about a week and a week, well, almost a week and a half ago, I just came back from Jamaica and had a wonderful, wonderful time. So, um, I'm just on here and wanna get into some of the latest travel news, travel, information to be able to, uh, show you all. So, one of the things is, I want to talk about a few things. So, we have MSC America. I can't wait to hear more information about MSC America. They just dropped a bomb today in regards to a new attraction. It's called the Cliffhanger. I posted it on all my platforms basically. So I posted it on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube as well, and provided some information about a cliffhanger with MSC America. MSC America will be debuting in 2025 from Miami. And currently, they are finishing up building a new MSC cruise terminal in the Port Miami area. So that's something that's going to be, we're going to hear and see new updates in regards to MSC America all the way until next year. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll go over that. We're going to go over some information as far as Carnival. Carnival, um, the same day today, they provide information in regards to Celebration Key, and another area which is kind of like a shopping slash entertainment district, I call it. And so we'll talk about that, and we'll touch on some information about Norwegian, and we'll touch on information about my actual experience in Jamaica. I'll talk to you a little bit about that. And so we're also going to talk in regards to an incident that happened with a travel agent and some stranded passengers in I think they were leaving out of Miami. So we'll definitely get into that as well. So just wanted to say hello to everyone. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure that you guys are checking out my YouTube channel. This upcoming week, I will be dropping more content from my icon of the seas, and I will be working on Carnival. So you'll get some more room tours for Icon of the Seas from my YouTube channel, and you'll probably get also a full list video of some of the days when I was on Icon of the Seas. So definitely check that out. So make sure you subscribe. So if you're here, please say hello. And like I said, thank you so much for watching. It is a late night, so some people may be watching tomorrow when you have a chance. So let's get into it. So the very first thing I want to do is talk about um, this MSC America. So let me share my screen. We could definitely um, get into this. So, let's see. Yes. MSC is coming out and like, look, we're building a mega ship, and we're gonna bring some first to this particular ship. So
But for
um,
dinner, the
let me have my
Jamaican
screen.
stew chicken
So
was
once
my
you able to see
favorite.
that,
They also
Eh,
have La
that
Laconda, which
makes
is an
me
a la
bored.
carte Italian restaurant. The
Boom.
Red
You don't
Snapper,
want
which
me.
is located on the
All right,
beach with a
cool.
warm
So
tropical
we have
atmosphere and Caribbean
MSC.
flavors.
MSC Cruises
Route
introduces
66, which
Cliffhanger, the
specializes in
only
American
over
barbecue food.
swing rod at sea, coming
Sugarcane, which
exclusively to
specializes in Jamaican and
MSC World
Caribbean cuisine.
America. State of the
Thali,
art
which is an
attraction with
Indian
tower
restaurant,
50
which
meters
we
above the
tried and
ocean.
really enjoyed the chicken wings
Um,
from here. Then
you
there was Jamaican
and
Grill,
it will
where they
be
serve jerk
they'll start
chicken,
service with
jerk
MSC
pork,
America in
cocoa
2025.
bread,
So
and more.
um
This was
yeah,
one of
Cliffhanger,
my
the only
favorites the
overwater
entire
swing rod at
weekend
sea,
and is
which
definitely
will
a must try if you like
about
spicy food.
exclusively
The
on
line is
board
usually
MSC
long,
World
but it's
America.
well worth the
Went
wait.
into service April of
Lastly,
2025.
Sakura, which is a
It says the
teppanyaki
swing will
grill
tower
featuring
above
show
the new
cooking.
U.S.
This is the
flagship
only
yacht deck,
restaurant that
nestled in the
requires
heart of the ship's
reservations, but
family
it's so worth it.
Aventura
The chefs
district,
are
and
very
beckoning
entertaining and
thrill
the food
seekers
was
who
good.
want a rush of excitement. Cliffhanger's
It
floor
made the
seats
trip more
are up close to
memorable.
the deck
At the time
before
of
power
making this
arms lift
video,
them into the starting
reservations for
position,
this
up and
restaurant can
out
be made
over
at
the
the
edge of
piano
the ship.
bar.
So from
Be sure
there,
to show up
it says
early to
riders
reserve your
propel back
spot
and
because a
forth
line usually forms.
above the
After
waterline,
dinner,
dangling
don't
50
forget
meters
to
above the
stop and
ocean
get some
below.
ice cream
The
at the ice
one
cream
of a
shop.
kind
They
edge
have
of your
several
seat
different
ride will have
flavors, but
guests
I
feeling
tried
the
the cookies
wind
and cream,
in
which
their
I
hair
enjoyed.
as
There are
their
tons of
view
entertainment
oscillates
options
between
on this
the water
resort,
below
including
and
bowling,
the sky
showtime
above.
premieres,
That
pianos for use,
sounds amazing.
a spa,
So I did grab a
gym,
video, and I think it'd be really
several
good for us to kind
pools,
of watch
the
this video
beach,
as well. Pick up the video.
a lazy river, and more. The lazy river has a swim-up bar which we took advantage of, and I
Look
got
at that.
myself a virgin pina
That's
colada
crazy.
while there. So
That
definitely
is
check it
just
out
that's
and stop by
crazy.
for a refreshment. The beach is also nice,
So
deep
I don't know
sand as
if
well as for your
they're going to do this
There are
at
also
sea.
some hammocks in the water, but one of
Either
my
way,
complaints is that the hammocks were soiled with dirty
let me
water.
stop there.
These should be cleaned and changed
Stop
out
everything.
ever so often. It's a great aesthetic, but unfortunately, we were unable to
Just
use
bring this
this.
up.
There is also a boardwalk overlooking
Let me
the
just bring
ocean
this
with
up right
great
here.
photo
So
opportunities.
first and foremost,
If you don't like getting your feet sandy but just want to take a walk on the beach
if
to
they
see
do
the
this at
sights,
sea while the
take
ship is moving,
advantage of this
it's
feature.
going to be
Overall, I
crazy.
enjoyed my
Now it's
stay,
already
and I
crazy if it's just
definitely
docked to the
felt it
port.
was well
If it's
worth
just docked to
the
the port,
price.
like
This is a
that's a
very
thrill. But if
family-friendly
it's
resort,
actually
but if you're
the ship
looking
is
for a
actually moving
romantic getaway with
and
just you and your
you're
spouse,
doing this
check
cliffhanger,
out the
like
adults-only
it's gonna be
side of the
interesting because I
property,
don't think
which
I
is
read through
Eden
here
Bay.
where
This
it
is where
said
my
that they would
in-laws stay,
charge
which is
you
in short walking distance to where
anything
we
for the
stayed. If
cliffhanger.
you stay at Eden Bay, you
Which
have
I
access
mean,
to everything covered in this video
I'm not sure if
and
they
more.
will charge
For a
you.
more
It doesn't say
personal and
anything about
inside
it
look
being a
regarding my
cost.
stay in Jamaica, check
So
out my Jamaica vlog. I will not
it'll be
only be
interesting to
sharing
see
some
if they don't
insights
charge
from our
people
stay
and
in
how
Ocean Coral
they
Springs,
will
but
handle
also my
um
experiences
the
visiting
amount of
other
people
parts
that
of
may
the
want to try
island.
this. And I'm not sure
If
how many
you
people will
enjoyed
actually
this
try this
video,
because this is
please leave
truly
it
a
a
thrill.
thumbs up.
This
And
is
if it's your
something that
first
most
time
people
on my
would
channel,
not do.
please don't forget to
Like you really have
subscribe.
to
I will
be
be sharing
thrill
more
seeker
travel
to
reviews and experiences
want to
in
do
the
something
near
like this.
future.
I'm still on the
So if
fence.
you enjoy this type of content, your
Like
feedback and
it,
support
it,
would be very much
I'm on the fence. I
appreciated.
think I probably
Until
would
next
do
time,
it,
don't worry
but
and be happy. Bye.
this is just something to where like it just shows that the cruise industry, the cruise lines within the cruise industry are trying to push the edge, literally. They try to push the edge when it comes to the attractions, the things that they're putting on these ships to attract the newer generation of cruisers, and of course, you have to think about I mean, I've heard Caribbean is going to World Caribbean. I don't know if that's a roller coaster. They call it like a circus. So that it's not really a circus, but it's providing something that is new to recreation, right? It's a different element when it comes to being on a cruise ship and having these things versus like and something like this. I think there's something as we used to like Indonesia and all that coming out. It feels like a cliffhanger like this. I mean, you're just pushing the thrill seeker And so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I definitely look back. I can definitely. I haven't booked yet, but I'm looking to book probably time frame
Hey
for
guys, it's
this
Shamar.
after
Welcome back
April
to my
2025.
channel.
As I mentioned to you guys
So today
before,
we are staying at the
unless I
Ocean
get
Coral
special
Spring
invites,
Resort
but I
in
know
Trelawney,
I'm
Jamaica.
never gonna
It's a
go
newer hotel.
from
They
the very
just
first
a newer
time
resort. I'm
unless I get
sorry, they just
invited.
opened up right after
But
COVID.
I probably go in
Not after
fall,
COVID because COVID is still
and
here.
I think it'll be a
But
really
we
good
just
time
checked
period
in.
to go. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what else
The Delta
America
variant.
has to offer. I mean, I already heard that
So
they're
we're
gonna have
about
bumper
to give you guys a
cars.
quick room tour before we change
There's
out
some
and
other
go
really
go
unique
down to the pool.
areas to the ship.
I'm gonna
So
have baby
I
the
truly,
honors
truly hope
today.
that MSP
Oh, it's y'all again. What's
is
good?
taking all the feedback over the
So what's
last
up?
probably
We at the
2 years
Ocean
or
Coral
so.
Springs in hometown
And
Jamaica. We're gonna
because
start
this
off
MSC
in
America ship is
front.
really
I ain't even
going to
checking here
America
yet,
now.
but
We
we
really
shall check
talked about
together.
that.
This is
I
a
talked to
nice.
some of the sales
We gonna need
managers
this, boy. This is a nice
with
steam iron.
MSP,
But you got
and
your
we really
closet right here,
talked
some
about
drawers. I don't think
taking the
anybody uses
feedback
drawers when they
from
come to the
guests,
hotel. If you
from
do,
travel
probably
agents,
weird OCD
and
person, but who knows.
implementing
Over here,
these
under here,
things.
we
Hopefully,
have our safe.
I would think they would have
They probably
implemented
don't even know we
these
got
ships
this
when
in
we
here.
leave from the US.
We got your
Hopefully,
Wi-Fi.
they would take the
You know what I'm
feedback
saying? Gonna get
that they
that.
have received,
Over here, we
positive and
have
negative,
another closet. His and hers, I guess.
from travel
His and
professionals
hers with the
and from
drawers on
jazz
the
and
inside
content
of it.
creators, et cetera, et cetera.
What I
And
love
hopefully
most
they'll
in this
get it
bit,
right
though,
with this ship. Because
is
if
big
they
ass
do get it
mirror.
right
Like,
with this
I'm
ship,
6'3",
and the
bitch.
pricing,
I'm
the
6'3".
pricing, even the price
Niggas
doesn't seem to be
big,
crazy.
like,
It's not
everything
real
from
Caribbean
head to
pricing.
toe. You feel me? Get your whole fit
Like
catchy, you know
their
what I'm
ships are
saying? Extra
already
square before you get
beautiful.
out the door.
They are
Take y'all
walking
over
the top
here.
as far as the design inside the ship and how it looks. They are
You got the double
incredible.
sinks, like I mentioned before, his and
So
hers.
they just
Got
need to get
nice
logistics. They need to
jacuzzi.
get
Hold on, let me get in
certain things
here.
hopefully right, and hopefully they do it right.
Please don't break
This
it, I'm
ship,
sorry.
add more complimentary options
Oh,
for
yeah.
food,
I'm probably in the
other
back
things,
of
and I feel like
Head supposed to be down
be
there.
the start of where MSP takes that turn and really compete with
Oh, yeah, that's good.
the Carnival
It can
or
definitely fit 2 people.
Caribbeans,
It cannot.
even with
That
the
it can fit 2 people. I'm not your average size Joe. Alright,
I'm looking forward to it. So
But
that's why I have
this shit is nice. I'm not even
America.
Definitely gonna have some bathroom activities. Alright, behind y'all,
We have Carnival,
we
right?
have
Forget
the
about
separated bathroom.
fan favorite Carnival
Want to take a
cruise.
look?
As you all know, that Carnival
Have your separated bathroom.
is
Toilet. So the smell
building
don't be reeking up.
on the Grand Bahama
And-
Island. They're building their own kind of private oasis,
And then
private
right on the other
island
side of it,
area
we have your shower,
where there's going to be all
which
different
is
types
the
of areas
waterfall. I
in
forget what they call
their
it.
Overhead shower.
The
celebration.
overhead shower,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
And now they just announced.
Okay.
Let me just
Enough
pull
of
it
the
up.
bathroom. Y'all can see
They just announced Lacono Cove,
know what I'm saying?
right? So it's a retail
Yeah.
portal, they call it. So all these different areas they call it. Seems like they're calling it portals. And in this, it says the name Lacono
All right,
Cove
y'all probably
draws
wondering
inspiration
why we
from
got
the Cairns, the
We don't have
Duke
anyone
Island
standing in the room with us.
dwellers and craftsmen
We're not
who
staying
were
separate
Grand
beds,
Bahama's
not what we do.
earliest settlers
But
with charming shop,
we got 2 beds
the
because
Bahamian straw
we
market,
change positions like every night.
Tavares.
and more.
Now we got
This
2
offers a
beds
great selection
because
of
it was an
locally
error
made
at check-in. So
artisanal
we don't know if we're gonna go down
And
to
change it.
change it or whatnot.
Because our family rooms
That's
are
something-
like really close. So if we change it, it's probably gonna mess that up. But anyways, 2 beds. I really love this that they have the
That's
Jamaican
something-
map
I
on
never-
here. I think that is a really nice touch. Can't read what it says, but it look nice. Yeah. They got a little fan.
Right. So in the TV, standard smart TV.
Yeah, another video should not be planned.
Some more drawers. I don't know if you brought your books, maybe a Bible or
Yeah,
whatever.
hopefully, can you all hear me better now?
Comment below.
You all hear me better now?
Over here, we got a nice comfy couch. A little on the stiff
Because the
side,
video
but
should not be
still
playing.
nice and comfy. I believe this is a pull-out bed, right?
Yes.
Pull-out bed over here. If you have an extra person, have
I
3
love
beds.
this mirror.
Oh, yeah,
Very nice.
this is nice. We can't fit that in the car though, but
Nice. They
Yeah,
also
let me-
have a little
or-
desk over here
None of these videos are playing.
with more artwork.
some studying.
The blue is not my taste, but they got this blue everywhere.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So let me go back to MSC America. Yeah, I apologize for that. I didn't realize that the other video was playing. So yeah, so I was talking about MSC America, right? So I went through MSC America. It says introduced the cliffhanger. I mentioned about I provided more details about the cliffhanger, overwater swinging ride at sea, and it's going to do. It's going to be available starting April 9th, 2025. And it's 4 seats. It's a start off close to the deck before power arms lift them into the starting position, up and out over the edge of the ship. So, and it says that the riders will be propelled back and forth high above the waterline, dangling 50 meters above the ocean above. This one of the kind edge seat thrill ride will have guests feeling the wind in their hair as their view oscillates between the water below and sky above. Right. So let me show you on the video because I don't think you guys heard it. Here's the video. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize the other was another video thing. Yeah, so that's it. That's MSC America. I also was mentioning in regards to MSC America is that I hope they get it right. There are a lot of things that they have been mentioning that's going to be offered on this cruise ship, and I really do hope that MSC really gets this ship right. This is supposed to be the first Americanized ship in its fleet. I'm not sure if any of you know, but MSC is an Italian-based cruise line, and you know, the cruising style is different. So but the ships are beautiful. The ships have been magnificent. They're spectacular inside with a lot of their ships and what they offer. And so, with MSC America coming here and offering some state of the art, new attractions, new things for us to be able to take in and to enjoy, I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm really hoping that MSC gets it right when it comes to logistics, when it comes to having more complimentary options. It is truly going to be a game changer if they're able to continue to keep their pricing low and have very beautiful ships, add more that's going to appeal to the U.S. market. And they certainly will compete with Carnival, with Royal Caribbean, with Norwegian. They will definitely compete. If they're able to tweak some of the things that's happening on some of these other ships and make it right on MSC America, I'm telling you right now, let me be the first. MSC America is going to be up there with the big boys. They will be. They will be. All right, so let's continue on. I apologize for that. We're going to talk about the Carnival Cruise Line, the announcement they made today when it comes to Lacono Cove at Celebration Key. This is just a new area that they call it the retail portal. And so the name Lacono Cove drives inspiration from the Lucans, the gentle island dwellers and craftsmen who were Grand Bahama's earliest settlers. With charming shops, a Bahamian straw market, and more, this portal offers a great selection of locally made artisanal goods. All right. Even talks about enjoying the Bahamian art, take a break from the sun and immerse yourself in the Bahamian art and culture and Lacono Cove. Learn about Bahamian ceramics, taking vibrant wall murals painted by local artists and more. And so this is just I'm really looking forward to Celebration Key. Is very similar. It looks the concept of it is very similar to Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day at Coco Key, But of course, Carnival is going to put their signature stamp on a lot of things with Celebration Key, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, let me kind of go over some of the news, more information about this particular area. So, let me see if I can pull this up. Are you guys looking forward to Celebration Key? So I'll read this. This is from Carnival Newsroom. It says Carnival Cruise Line's new exclusive destination on Grand Bahamian Celebration Key will feature a retail port that's been named Lacono Cove with help from a Bahamian resident. Lacono Cove is the winning submission from a community competition that was supported by the Ministry for Grand Bahama and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. Carnival Cruise Line President Christine Duffy announced the name today at the Sea Trade Cruise Global Conference in Miami Beach. In Lacono Cove, one of the 5 portals to Celebration Key, a variety of stores and kiosks will join an authentic Bahamian artisan market showcasing local craftsmanship. Guests will browse through locally crafted goods, admiring the work of Bahamian artists. Guests will find everything from souvenirs to fine jewelry at Lacono Cove. But the portal will showcase Bahamian culture behind the goods on display. Music will guide guests beneath swaying palm trees beside vibrant murals, each meticulously painted by talented Bahamian artists to create a backdrop for indulging in local snacks. A selection committee, including Grand Bahama officials and representatives of the cultural and creative industries, helped to choose the name Lacono Cove, submitted by Deirdre Ringming as part of a competition open to all Grand Bahamians. Lacono means the people, and it's derived from the Lucanians, who were among the first to call Grand Bahama home. Historians described the Lucanians as a gentle and creative community of artisans who excel at basket weaving, pottery, and painting. Lacono Cove will be a treasure trove, a place for our guests to immerse themselves in the spirit of the Bahamas and find locally inspired keepsakes, symbols of paradise they can share with loved ones or cherish for themselves for years to come, Duffy said. Honoring the beauty and the culture of the Bahamas is integral to our plans for Celebration Key, and that will be on display throughout Lacono Cove. It is a special honor that locals from Grand Bahama have contributed already in an impactful way, giving this portal its name. It says, additionally, Lacono Cove will serve as the gateway to Grand Bahama outside of Celebration Key. Whether guests choose to set out on their own or through Carnival Adventure shore excursions, Lacono Cove will be the departure point for guests looking to explore other areas of the beautiful island. Yeah. So it says Lacono Cove joins Paradise Plaza, which will serve as a welcome area, and Calypso Lagoon, the adult-friendly area, as 3 of the 5 portals. Carnival will share details soon on 2 more portals, a family-friendly area and an adults-only private retreat. Celebration Key is scheduled to welcome its first guests in July 2025, and more than 500 itineraries currently open for sale feature visits to the new destination on 18 ships sailing from 10 U.S. home ports. So yeah, so this is nice. So yeah, it was really nice that Carnival was able to include the locals. Granted, they're building on their island, so including the locals into the decision making of the names of some of these areas, and also having the cruise passengers that will be visiting there to be able to experience the culture, the paintings, and the art work. I think it's a great addition. I really, truly love that they're doing that. And hopefully the locals really truly benefit from that. And I already see that this right in itself is going to be different than what you may find at Perfect Day. Now, granted, Perfect Day does have an area for shopping, but it's a little bit off away, and that's not really the focus point. So this is really going to be nice for this kind of be an area where people will bypass and be able to experience the artwork, the culture, the music, and all of that in this particular area of Celebration Key. Let me go back here. Yeah, so all right, so we're gonna close out this window here. But yeah, so that's I mean, let me know. Are you all booked on an itinerary that includes Celebration Key? I'm probably going to put together a group cruise. I'm going to be working on that soon. But I probably will do a short itinerary that has Celebration Key, probably maybe like a 4 day cruise or a 5 day cruise, which will include Celebration Key sometime next year. So stay tuned for more information in regards to a group cruise so that we can experience, or so, if anyone wants to join the group, we can experience Celebration Key and see what it has to offer because I'm really looking forward to it. All right, so that's Carnival. That's Carnival. So let's get into some information in regards to Norwegian Cruise Line. Um, this is from the Cruise Industry News. Shout out to them. It says Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings orders 8 new ships for 3 brands. Right, for 3 brands. So, Norwegian Cruise Line today unveiled the most comprehensive new build order in its history, 8 new vessels. Okay. It says with new classes for ships for each of its 3 brands, and the construction of a multi ship pier at Great Stirrup Cay. It looks like, Norwegian, obviously, they need to obviously continue to compete with like Carnival and Royal Caribbean. So when it comes to the delivery of the ships, is that right now from this article, it says following the delivery of the 4 Prima Plus class ships from 2025 through 2028, the Norwegian Cruise Line is expected to take delivery of 4 approximately 200,000 gross ton ships, each with a capacity of nearly 5,000 guests. In 2030, 2032, 2034, and 2036. And it says subject to financing. So it looks like Norwegian Cruise Line is going to have some really large ships coming. And I feel like I need to say this to everyone because a lot of the old school, a lot of the cruises have been cruising for, 15, 20 years or so, even 10 years or so. There are things that many people may not like, especially with the direction of how these ships are being built, how large they're being built, what's being offered on the ships. And I constantly have to remind everyone that the cruise industry, they take these polls, they provide surveys, and they see what people want. And I feel like a lot of people, especially with the newer generations of cruisers, is that they want more for their money, more value for their money. So if they could build larger ships, accommodate more people, offer, these new state of the art, attractions or things, different features when it comes to a cruise ship, and it can cater to multi generational families, to adults, to children, then they're going to continue to do that because that is what brings in the money. And so I'm all for it. I love going to one place and having an array, a variety of things to be able to do. The last thing I want to do is go on a ship and just, for the most part, I'm not saying all cruise ships are like, um, let me rephrase it. I prefer at this point in my life to be able to have a more of array of things to do when I'm booking a vacation. So that can go with cruising, that can go with a resort. I kind of prefer that. I kind of prefer to book, say, like a hotel resort that is a larger size, that has more variety for me to be able to do, right? If I want to lay around and sit around and relax, I can. But if I want to get up and do things and really not have to leave from the resort, or the same thing with a cruise ship, if I have a nice amount of things to be able to choose from, then to me spending money, that value that's an amazing value, right? You're spending several $1,000s, you get on a cruise ship, and depending on the cruise ship and depending on the cruise line, because some people want to go on a cruise ship and be able to relax And that's perfectly fine. If that's what you want to do, that is perfectly fine. But if you want to be able to get the most bang out of your buck, most value maybe out of your money, especially if you want to do an array of things, then with these new larger ships, that is the way to go. And with these older ships, they're looking older. They don't have as many amenities, and you know that these newer ships have, and so that's where the cruise lines want to go. And as you see, Royal Caribbean is big on building these beach clubs and the private islands and all of that, so that they can accommodate. They're putting them in areas where they can accommodate larger ships, a larger amount of people. So that is just a new wave that a lot of cruise lines are going on. Well, the Norwegians, the Carnivals, the Royal Caribbean, the MSCs, as you can see, they're all getting larger. They're not really getting smaller. Now, eventually, I feel like they do need to get smaller because some of the ports can only take smaller ships. So eventually, down the road, these cruise lines will have to build newer ships that are smaller. But right now, they're going big. I mean, Carnival just keeps adding, more Excel class ships. I mean, Royal Caribbean is, adding more, of course, more Icon class ship. So we'll see the direction of some of these larger cruise lines, and seeing when they're actually going to start to build newer ships that are smaller size. All right, let me check the comments real quick. Not yet, but I'm looking, Mike. Come on, Cam. Come on, Kramer. Come on. Come on. Gotta hop on a cruise. We gotta do it again. All right, so we did MSC. We bypassed that. So I want to be able to show you all, and let me make sure my audio, because usually I usually do an audio check, and I did not do an audio check today, and so that is my fault for having that extra audio in here. So let's talk about some news that came about a couple of weeks ago in regards to a travel agent and her clients being left at a cruise port. So let's check this story out, and then I'll come back and kind of give you my feelings and my opinions on this.
Week. Fox 9's
passengers was left at the terminal last Sunday, and they were watching that ship leave without them.
They blame the travel agent, who blames Carnival Cruise Lines, but Carnival puts it back on the agent. In any case, it was chaos for those who just wanted to sail away for a week. Fox 9's Karen Scullin is in the newsroom after speaking with two passengers left behind. Karen.
Cherie Goudot had been planning this cruise for a year as she was being treated for thyroid cancer. Then, when two family members passed away during that time, the trip with her sister became even more important. But it all unraveled in a matter of minutes the day that they were supposed to leave.
A week ago, they were on their way to Miami, two sisters who couldn't wait to board the Twin Cities takeover 90s throwback cruise on the Carnival Horizon. It was a much-needed spring break.
I was looking forward to hearing Juvenile, reliving some 90s music, the fresh food that was going to be on the boat, the burgers that was going to be on the boat. Just hanging out with people.
But when the pair went to the cruise terminal to board the ship last Sunday, their excitement quickly turned to confusion, anger, and disbelief. They were not going to be able to board.
The next morning, we wake up, we get to the port. They can't find my name anywhere. I'm not tied to their room. Somebody else is in their room.
They say their travel agent passed by and said she would fix things, but didn't, and then disappeared.
She comes back, she walks all past us, assuring that we're going to get a room. This is what she's telling us. She goes back on the ship, never comes back out, never says anything to us. I feel like it's unethical. Like,
hold on, let me stop this right here. Let me stop this right here before we end it. I mean, before the rest of the video. I don't know if these are new cruisers or not. Right? I really don't know if they're new cruises, but this is the first red flag when I saw this video. Is well, the first red flag that came to me is how in the world did they do their online check-in? Like, who did the online check-in? Like, I have a bunch of questions. So, I mean, I just have a bunch of questions as far as like how this truly came down to it, because it's just mind-boggling that all these people was just left at the cruise terminal and did not know that their booking was canceled. I don't know, but I'm going to continue to play.
Like, how could you just leave that many people standing out there? And everybody that was out there was booked under her.
Cherie says she's out $2,800 that she paid in June, along with the 50 people she was standing with on the pier.
When she never came out to address people and that boat was selling off and we're sitting on that port, people were in tears. People were upset. They were angry.
The travel agent, Monica Faulkner, apologized on social media and said in part, "Rest assured, we are taking immediate action to rectify the situation. All affected customers will receive a full refund, along with a complimentary cruise package as a gesture of our commitment to making things right." Faulkner is currently on the cruise, but I spoke to her by phone. She says Carnival canceled a number of bookings on February 21st. She tried to rebook them on the 22nd, but the ship sold out. She did not explain why the money wasn't returned then and the clients notified. Faulkner does say their money is being held by a company called Travel Joy, who she says independent agents use to collect money for bookings, and that the money will be returned. Cherie and Dee Dee aren't buying it.
And if you were going to refund, right? She keeps saying refund. You would have refunded already. You've been on that ship refunding people the money.
Cherie and Dee Dee stayed with their family in Florida for the week, but they said some people tried to fly back and couldn't because of the snowstorm. Meanwhile, others said they sat outside booked hotels waiting for a cancellation. Now, I did see a couple people on social media supporting Faulkner, who again says she'll refund the money upon her Saturday return. We reached out to Travel Joy to see if the money is actually there, but did not yet hear back. In the newsroom, Karen Scullen, Fox 9.
Okay. I'm going to unshare this for 1 second because you guys need to see my face. All right. Everyone should know that I'm a travel agent. I've been a travel agent for 11 years, right? I've been a travel agent for going on 11 years. Yeah, I deep sigh. Man, number one, this puts travel agents in a bad light. That's number one. I'm gonna be honest with you. This does not look good for our community whatsoever. So a couple of things. One, these cruises had to be new, right? They had to be, right? So, and if they were not new, then my second thought was maybe the travel agent was like, I'll handle everything for you, right? Which, to be honest with you, whenever you book with a travel agent, right, with any of the cruise lines, you guys have access to a cruise manager, cruise planner. You have access to be able to find your reservation, right? So if your booking was canceled, then if you were to log into your cruise planner or your cruise manager or whatever it is, you would not be able to, because it would show that the booking is not found. So that would have been our first red flag for anyone that was kind of doing things on their own, to be able to find out that their booking was canceled. So in my thought process, I'm thinking that maybe the travel agent said that she's going to handle everything. And as a travel agent myself, when it comes to the online check-in, when it comes to the Royal Caribbean app, the cruise manager, the online check-in, all of that has to be done by, well, when it comes to the online check-in, that has to be done. And I have it done by my clients. They are supposed to do the online check-in. They're supposed to do that, not the travel agent. because there are legal things that you have to agree to within the online check-in, to where you have to agree to it for those who are actually cruising, going on that cruise. And as a travel agent, we should not be going through and completing online check-ins for our clients. They should be doing that, right? So unless, of course, maybe you have like a Zoom meeting and you may have that personal, you're going through it with somebody maybe who's a little bit older, and they're agreeing to things maybe via a recorded Zoom, and you have that. But other than that, like all my clients, I show them how to be able to access these cruise planners, the cruise managers, and all of that, and what they need to do for the online check-in. And so they are aware that they're supposed to do that, right? So that's how they set up their onboard account. They choose their travel documents, et cetera, et cetera. That's Lynette, exactly. That's why cruise lines want their passengers checking themselves and approve the fine print. Exactly. So that's even to where, like, Royal Caribbean, like, for instance, right? Royal Caribbean, as a travel agent, before we had access to be able to kind of like do their online check-in, but we don't have access to do that anymore. We used to, but now we don't, and it's for a reason. Like, those who are cruising should be doing the online check-in, not us, right? So like with like Royal Caribbean, you're talking about 30 days in advance, Carnival 2 weeks in advance. So it seemed like for these people that their booking bin was canceled before the cruise. So somebody out of the 50 should have known that their booking was canceled. So I don't know. I don't know. And the crazy thing about it, I use the platform TravelJoy, and I agree from what the video says and from what those passengers said is that why did the travel agent not refund their money back in February, right? Why wasn't their money refunded sooner than you wait until this incident happened? You had all these people inconvenienced, and then you're on the cruise, they're not on the cruise, and then you send out a statement trying to make it right, and then you're like, oh, it's being held up in TravelJoy. We ensure that you're going to get your money back, but that should have happened a while ago. So what was she using the money for? Right? So what was you using the money for? So that's where I question the travel agent in regards to how she handled the whole situation. Because TravelJoy is a legit company. If you need to refund money, they will refund you the money, right? And it's not going to take an extremely long time to be able to refund money from TravelJoy. So it's a whole mess. So it's just truly messed up. And I applaud people who use travel agents to make sure that you are checking. I mean, if you have a legit travel agent, and you have worked with them, that's different. But if it's your first time, man, that sucks. The way she handled it, to have that many people not being able to make it, that is horrible. And everyone's talking about it. So I don't know. It's just sad. And like I said, that gives using a travel agent a bad light, because all of us are not like that. And yeah, it's horrible. I mean, like, I don't even know how she would even enjoy the cruise, knowing that so many people, you knew that. That's my whole thing. It's like, why did you allow your clients to take flights, get hotels, and all of this, and not tell them that their booking was canceled? Like, if you knew back in February that the booking was canceled and you tried to rebook them, you should have told every single person that their booking was canceled. And my thing is, why was their booking canceled? Because Carnival, the cruise line, don't just cancel bookings unless there isn't any money attached to the booking. Like, Carnival is not just going to just necessarily, unless it's like you get an email that's sent out to a lot of people and saying, like, if it's oversold or anything like that. But 50 people, I mean, you're talking about maybe 20 rooms, 20, 25 rooms, maybe 15, 20 rooms or so. So you're telling me that Carnival canceled all of those rooms? That's hard for me to believe. That's truly hard for me to believe that they would just cancel it all of a sudden. Like something's fishy going on there as the reason why they canceled, and the reason why she never told her clients after the 22nd when she could not, in February, when she could not rebook them. How come she didn't tell every single client that, I'm sorry, your booking was canceled, et cetera, et cetera? Why did you wait? Why did you have all of these? That's just so, the ethics behind that, the professionalism, the lack of professionalism behind that is like you didn't care about none of those people. Like I will be hurt anytime something happens to my clients' bookings. And it didn't have to be my fault. I feel some type of way about it, right? I even feel a responsibility to make sure something is correct or done right, even if it's not my fault. And if it's something that's ever my fault, then like immediately I am letting and communicating to my client and saying, hey, X, Y, and Z happened, right? So that they are aware of it right away. Yeah, that's not good for her business. I don't know how she would do moving forward. It seems like it's like an annual thing, but that's not good. Right. The question is, did she even book them? Right? Did she even book them? I know from a travel agent perspective, is that certain travel agents have certain ways to be able to collect money, right? So, like how I run my business, I don't necessarily collect the money. I don't have you fill out a form and then the money is being sent to my account to pay for your vacation, right? How my agency is set up, that doesn't happen. How my agency is set up is that I create an authorization form, and then based off you filling out the authorization form, I'll process your payment, right? And you will see the payment in your account directly from the company. So like if, say for instance, that's a Carnival cruise, right? You will see on your bank statement, your credit card statement, you'll see Carnival Cruise Line on your bank statement. You won't see Above Beyond Vacations on your bank statement. And I think that's one thing, because there are a lot of agents who run agency a different way, which you can run it that way, but it's like you're filling out a form to send the agent money, and then the agent pays money to the suppliers from their account. So that's what it looks like from this particular situation. And now you have this agent who's probably holding money. It's an annual event. She may have used that money to pay for certain things with this particular event. And that's the reason why she didn't refund the money back. And she's trying to put it on Travel Joy, saying it's being held. No, it's not being. I don't believe it's being held. So that's just my opinion on it. Just like I said, based off of just my 11 plus years being in as a travel agent, like there's no way that those people should have traveled all the way down to Miami and been stuck at the cruise port. She should have told those individuals immediately when she found that it was canceled, whether it was her fault or not. She should have communicated that, and that should have been the right thing. What she probably did was held that money that she had that was probably in her account and didn't say anything, which is horrible, and let those people have to fly down there, taking time off of work, and then you came to get on the cruise, and then you have to try to fly back and have to spend money. That's crazy. She's going to get sued like crazy. Like, she's probably going to get sued like crazy. Offering that compensation for a lot of people is not going to work, because you essentially have lost trust in them. That's number one. And then number two, you've inconvenienced them, which is crazy. So yeah, that's a crazy situation. Really, really crazy situation. All right, so that's it for that particular situation. I want to kind of talk about my experience in Jamaica. So from March 28th to March 31st, I spent time in Jamaica. I stayed at a resort called Hideaway at Blue Waters, and it's attached to Royalton Blue Waters. It is in Trelawny, Jamaica, which is right near Falmouth, Jamaica, which is like a cruise port area. Even though you may go on site and see Montego Bay, it is technically not in Montego Bay area. And so, what I do as a travel advisor, and I have a separate platform where I try to educate other travel advisors, is that in order for us to familiarize ourselves with different destinations, resorts, cruise ships, and things like that, we take these things called fam trips. And a lot of times the travel companies will host a fam trip, but there's individuals like myself who, like I said, I have my own platform where I help and try to educate other travel advisors. And so I was the host for this particular fam trip. And let me show you some videos of the resort and I'll talk to you about it. I'm going to put it on mute, but I at least want you to be able to see the Hideaway at Blue Waters. I'll talk to you a little bit about the resort, and then I will also show you another resort that myself and some other agents who joined was able to also check out as well. So if you're interested in going to Jamaica, you're looking to do have a vacation in Jamaica, first and foremost, please reach out to me, your boy Mike the Travel Lover. I'll get you squared away and right, because like I said, do things like just like this to be able to go on trips just so that I can familiarize myself, so then I could be able to speak to you all about this particular resort, who I feel as though would fit the resort or resorts that we're visiting during these particular trips. So let's get into it. Let me share my screen one more time. And boom. All right. All right. So I want to show you all the Hideaway at Blue Waters. So when your heart is racing at the speed of light. I'm going to turn the audio off. And as you can see here, Hideaway at Blue Waters is, like I said, in Trelawny. Right now you're looking at the Diamond Lounge. So they have an elevator experience where you can get like butler service and things like that. Hideaway is an adults only resort, but it's also connected to the Royalton Blue Waters. The Royalton Blue Waters is a family friendly resort. So they have these luxury rooms that either have ocean, most all of them basically are ocean view, or they have one like an ocean front. Very smaller sized resorts. This area, as you see right here, that island area is where they do kind of like special like events. If you wanted to do like a dinner on the beach or something special for your group, you could do that. They have multiple restaurants, Italian restaurants, West Indies restaurant, a teppanyaki, a seafood restaurant. They have an Indian restaurant that's also located here. Like I said, steakhouse, and it's all complimentary. It's an all-inclusive resort. They have this is the cafe with coffees, desserts. Their Aquarius bar is really nice. It has some really good cocktails. Here you have your fitness center, as you can see here, and you have two pools. One of the pools has a swim-up bar, is an infinity pool, as you can see here, and then the other pool is more of a laid-back pool. They call it the quiet pool at the Hideaway. So, I'm gonna stop it here. So yeah, really nice resort. Like I said, it's adults only. And so at this particular resort, you have a chance to also spend time over at the neighboring resort, which is the Royalton Blue Waters. The Royalton Blue Waters is a family friendly. So anytime if you stay in an adults only and is attached to a family, you will have access to both. So it's basically you're paying for one and you're able to enjoy multiple resorts. So it is great value, and maybe staying at a property like that. With this resort as well, let Let me see if I can get a better angle. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Give it aerial view. We pause it here. So I'm pause it here. So this whole section here is the hideaway. Right here, this is like a gazebo. That is where weddings take place, vow renewals take place. Beautiful area. I mean, the backdrop is the ocean. It's absolutely beautiful to have your a ceremony here. Then behind here you have chairs. So that's one thing that this resort is lacking, in my opinion, is having. They need to have more chairs, and the problem is a lot of people they don't have enough chairs for all the rooms. I can just say that. So that's on the beach area or even around the pools. So in my opinion, I feel like some of the feedback I would give is they need to add more chairs on the beach and around the pools, so that more people are able to kind of enjoy the beach area, the pool area. So right here, you see my mouse. It's a swim up pool. They have a swim up bar. It's an active area. It's where there's a DJ there. They do different contests. They do like an aerobics exercise group activity in the pool. They do that there as well. This little hut right here, where you see my cursor going over, that is the jerk hut. So you can get jerk pork, you could get jerk chicken. They also have some other food there too, and it's all complimentary. You do not have to pay extra for that. When we went, these Paris herself, but these boats right here, these kayaks and all that, they were not there. I don't know why the non-motor sport company was not there, but they said they haven't been there for a couple of weeks, and that was the 28th to the 31st, and I never saw them. So that's definitely something to inquire, because that is included in you staying at the resort are the non-motorized sports. You don't have to pay extra for those non-motorized sports. Then behind the swim bar, you have the quiet pool. Attached to the quiet pool, there is an Italian restaurant with some indoor and outdoor seating. Beautiful. I love that restaurant itself, and when you sit down, whether it's inside or they have a kind of like an outside area, you're right next to the pool, and it has some really beautiful views from sitting at that particular dining venue. Then back further, you have an area where you have the teppanyaki, you have a seafood restaurant, you have Tex-Mex, and then you also have a Calypso restaurant with West Indian food, and then you have the Aquarius bar. That's all back further, closer to where the rooms are located in this tower area. And so all the rooms, you have some type of ocean view, as you can see. And then they do have, I think it's one room or so that is a direct ocean front view. I think that's like a presidential suite. Once again, if you choose the Diamond Club, the Diamond Club will allow for you to have more access. Let me see if I can show you. So that's the entrance here. This entrance. This is the lobby area. So it's not a grand lobby area, but it's nice, plenty of seating. This is the Diamond Club Lounge. So let me pause it right here. So if you have a Diamond Club room, you have your own private check-in area in this lounge area. So you're able to sit in this lounge area, and along with being at Diamond Club, you have like priority dining reservations. You have a butler. Anything that you need, you'll communicate with them via WhatsApp. And inside the lounge, they have a little area for food, and you also can order drinks inside of this lounge as well. So you can sit here if you want to and wait for your room to be ready, or they'll set you up at least with your wristband. They'll verify your reservation. They'll give you the little wrist band that you have to keep on for the entirety of your stay, and you can walk around the resort if you want to. If you need it for them to hold your luggage, they can do that for you as well. So you don't have to stay in this lounge and be by your luggage if you didn't want to. So you can walk around the resort until your room is ready. All right. So this is the Diamond Lounge area here. There is a Diamond Lounge also on the Royalton Blue Water side as well. So they have a similar concept as well. Butler lounge area, priority reservations, and all that for different things. So yeah, like they even like KFC is a big thing down in Jamaica. They even can set you up to where they can bring outside food. They'll order outside food for you and have it delivered to you at the resort, which is pretty cool that they can do that. So that's that risk that they give you. All right, so that is one of the that's where we stayed at. I want to show you Ocean Coral Spring and Ocean Eden. Ocean Coral Spring and Ocean Eden is a very similar concept to the resort. Ocean Coral Spring is family friendly. Ocean Eden Bay is adults only. They are all connected, but there are separate areas for the Ocean Eden Bay. In Ocean Eden Bay, you can access over to the Ocean Coral side. Okay, so very similar, but this property is much bigger than the Hideaway area. I can say this: the differences between the Hideaway, the Royalton, and the Ocean Coral is the decor. The decor is, I feel like at the Royalton and Hideaway Blue Waters, it's a little bit more of a luxury feel to the resort. Ocean Coral Spring is just a different type of a decor, more greenery. There is a little bit more greenery with the Ocean Coral Spring and Ocean Eden Bay, and it gives me more of a European style feel when it comes to some of like the hallways and some of the rooms. So let's go take a look at this particular resort here. So shout out to this video. So yeah, this resort has a gazebo as well. If you want to get married, you have Ocean Eden Bay. This also is in Treilani area. Yeah, Treilani area. It may mention Montego Bay, but let me stop it here. So here at Ocean Coral Eden, they have a dinner show. It is best to make reservations when you check in, but they do have a dinner show since it's dining show restaurant. There is not an extra charge for this, but it is a very popular dinner show. So you want to make sure that you make reservations as soon as you the very first day, see what times and days is available, and make sure you check out the show. It's a Bob Marley themed show. So there'll be music, there'll be performers all happening during this show. Then, of course, this is the Springside, really big area for the splash area. They have swim up rooms, as you can see. And this is the decor of all of the rooms on both sides. You have rooftop type of accommodations to where your room is 2 levels. You walk up inside of your room. There's some stairs that you'll walk up to a rooftop area, which will have a lounge up there, a jacuzzi up there as well. So they do some unique rooms here at Ocean Coral and Ocean Eden too. So those are called the roof. Okay, so as we continue, let's see. I'm gonna bypass that. They have multiple venues, right? We're gonna look at the pools. They do have a privilege, which is similar to like the Diamond Lounge, where you have like a butler service and all that. It's called privilege when it comes to Ocean Coral and Ocean Eden. So they do have these shows. They even have a bowling alley. sports bar. As you see, a lot of entertainment, nightly shows. They have a theater here, Showtime Theater. Tennis. So yeah, the pools are huge. Their pools are just crazy. As you see, it's the bowling alley, the tennis court, and all of that. So you have that here. So let me move this. Got it. Move it. So yeah, so that's like I said, I showed you a little bit of the Hideaway. You have Royalton that's right next to it. You see at the Hideaway, it's you have access to the Royalton as well. And they have nightly shows. When we were there, they had a Jamaican night, which was amazing experience. I mean, they did it big. They had a big pig. They were roasting a big pig. They had a whole setup of desserts and cheeses and breads and fruits, and they had oxtails and all of that, like all types of food they had set up. And then they had the decor was a Jamaican decor outside, big venue. They had round tables with chairs, and they had different entertainment, reggae band. They had someone's playing the violin. They had some of the entertainment staff there to kind of do some performances. So it was a great night. Then they also have a Michael Jackson show. Unfortunately, I did not experience a Michael Jackson show, but I did hear from some of the other people at the resort that the Michael Jackson show was really good. So overall, the Hideaway Blue Waters, myself, I would probably send a couple to Hideaway that wants a more luxury feel, right? Maybe not an extremely crazy high pricing. That want to have the ability to be able to relax. You want a little bit of entertainment. They do have a nightclub, but it's in a sports bar. It's very small, but they do have music. Like all the music, the staff that works at the resort was 10 stars. 10 stars, in my opinion. Everyone was friendly. Everyone was nice. I mean, you had the bartenders that would take shots with you, make drinks, make random drinks for you to be able to drink. And they dancing behind the bar, and like it looked like they love to get along with each other, and then they was getting along with everyone else too that was there at the resort. So I truly enjoyed my time. All the local people that I met in Jamaica was nice. Everyone from the excursion, everyone was just truly, really, really nice. Like I cannot wait to go back to Jamaica. That was actually my first time going to Jamaica and staying over. I've been to Jamaica a couple of times before, but it was getting off a cruise ship, doing an excursion, and then getting back on the cruise ship. But for my first time experiencing Jamaica for several nights, for 3 nights, I mean, I want to go back. I can't wait to go back. I had a really good time. So day one, I arrived. We got there really early, me and another travel agent. And we just walked around the resort. We had drinks. We saw the Hideaway pool. They was doing some dancing contests. Got that. And yeah, we just familiarized ourselves with the resort. And then we met up with some other agents that came in, and we just kind of hung out for the rest of the night. We had dinner, and we truly enjoyed ourselves that first night. We went to the sports bar, I almost shut it down, but had a really good time. So the second day was when we did our site inspections, and that's what we call it. And there we toured Hideaway, we toured Royalton, we went over to Ocean Coral and Ocean Coral Spring, and we got back. And did we go to the pool? Yeah, I think we went to the pool that day. Got some jerk from the Jerk Hut. I got some jerk pork. That was pretty good. And the first night, let me go back. The first night we ate at a West Indies restaurant. That was great. The second night was a Jamaican night. So I already talked to you about the Jamaican night. Like whole smorgasbord of food everywhere, drinks, that you can order. Great entertainment. And we ended off spending time at the sports bar as well. And yeah, that's basically it. And then that's next day we did an excursion. So we did an excursion where it was a river tubing / lunch excursion. It was down the Black River, which is in the kind of the tree lining area too. So we arrived, we saw the waiver, we put our life jackets on, our helmets on, we got our tubes. We had to walk a nice little distance for the start of the tubing. But once we did that, I mean, the guys was real cool. We went all the way down the river. Halfway down, they stopped to where you could jump off of a bridge. And I got out in my group. I was the only person to get out and jump. So jumped off of a bridge into the river. And it was another set of ladies that was with us too. And like 2 or 3 of them ran across the bridge, jumped off, and jumped into the river too. I'll show you guys some videos about with me jumping off sometime this week. But that was a lot of fun. And we continued down the river. We went past some locals where they were hanging out with their families, some little small children. And we went all the way down the river, not all the way down, because the river flows into the ocean. And so almost, I would say probably about 90% down the river, we stopped. We got off our tubes, and we then changed over, which I had no clue, because I don't think I remember seeing it in the description for the excursion, is that we got onto like these boats, these paddle boats, not like a wood paddle boat, but it kind of reminds you somewhat of like a whitewater rafting type of a boat. And we had to paddle. Like we literally had to paddle from where we were at all the way to the ocean, where there was a beach that we got off. Like I tell you, I was not physically ready to paddle, but we was paddling, and we got all the way down closer to where the river was meeting the ocean, and then all these waves started to come, and we going up and down, trying to paddle. And it was a great experience. It was a great experience. We got off, and then we walked all the way down the beach to an area where we was able to wash our feet off, and then get into a transportation to where we were going to to the Bamboo Beach Club. Got to the Bamboo Beach Club, and included lunch. So we had like 4 tapas style plates. We had jerk, we had some plantains, we had what was the other thing? We had several things, and then we had like 3 or 4 drinks as well. And then they also did like a drinking game at some point too with the group. And the beach club was nice. They have several different areas. They have where we had just chairs, but there's areas with loungers. If you want to upgrade, they even have areas where there's like cabanas that you could rent out. I think the lowest pricing was like what, $250, then $450. But I mean, really nice beach area. It was like an area where I'll show you all too, because I'm gonna put together a video and post it on YouTube about the Bamboo Beach Club. But that beach club was like an area where you could rent out the whole beach area and have a party. And they said that they do that. I don't know how much it is. I'm gonna find out, but it was a really nice experience. They're really relaxing. They had music going. The beach was a really nice beach area. And then after that, we came back to the resort, me and 2 other agents. We were talking about, hey, do we want to go to the Hip Strip? Do we want to go to the Hip Strip for the day 2 days prior? So I was like, all right, let's find transportation. And we got transportation to the Hip Strip. And I had the driver stop at a spot to get food, because I was like, can we get some authentic local food? So they stopped at Scotchy's in Montego Bay, and we got some authentic jerk. I ordered some jerk wings. It was 5 jerk wings. I wish I had like 20. That's how good it was. Man, you pulled up. We got out of the shuttle. Man, they over there grilling, smoking the jerk, chicken or whatever that they had. And then they have a nice little outside area where you could sit down and eat with like a nice bar area. nice, great Caribbean vibe and Scotchies. And the guys was nice. They let me take videos and all that or whatever. And we got in and we went down to the Hip Strip, which from the Hideaway to the Hip Strip was about 45 minutes to an hour. So it really depends on the traffic. It is we had to bypass the Montego Bay Airport to get to the Hip Strip. We went to Coral Cliff. That area is that's an entertainment venue. So at the bottom level, Coral Cliff has like, it reminds you like a Dave and Buster's, games and all that you can do for the family. And then they also have like a little area like on the second level of that where you can order food and drinks. Then on the third level is where you had a casino. So there was a casino up there. They also had like a nice bar area. You even can go outside and look outside, like a little balcony area, because it's because where the Hip Strip is right by the ocean. So in the daytime it'll be really nice views, but at nighttime we looked out and we could see like the lights from people's houses on the hills in the Montego Bay area. So it was really beautiful out there. And then they also have a sit-down dining venue where they was playing live music. I think I showed that in one of my reels, but really nice venue. Coral Cliff, check it out. If you ever want to go somewhere and you want something different off of the resort, you want to take your family to, or just have like a date night, that's a real nice spot. Coral Cliff in Montego Bay, Jamaica is on the Hip Strip, like real nice. Like you don't even think like you're in the Caribbean going in there, besides obviously the music and stuff like that, but real nice venue. Like I would definitely take like my family to go there. Then we went across the street to Lounge 2727, the hottest lounge nightclub that you will find probably in Jamaica. You've heard in Jamaica. And I mean, the spot is legit. They have like a little courtyard area where you can hang out. You can hear music. You can go inside like this building, go through the building, and then you walk outside and they have like a whole VIP section. Then they have an area that's like multiple levels where you can sit down on like the like a ledge. They even have it's a waterfront club. So you literally are looking, you turn around, you're looking, there's nothing but the water behind you. Beautiful. I mean, beautiful. I mean, we got there kind of early, and they was like, man, you go at 11 o'clock. That's early. So we was there for a couple hours. One thing about that spot is not a lot of room to sit. That's number one. So you want to get there early unless you get a table. So I recommend that if you want a better seating experience, you may want to get there early or get a table. I think they said the table was like $184 for a table. I think you can have like 4 or 5 people with you, and when you can get an actual like VIP section, that's more money. But one thing about Lounge 2727 that I would tell the rest of my clients that were interested in going somewhere, and I'm telling you all, is that you can't just order like rum and Coke. You have to order, it's all bottle service, all bottles, right? So you buy the bottle and you get a chaser with it, and then you can share the drinks with whoever you with. So that's something for you to kind of think about there. They don't have individual like cocktails. It's all about like behind the bar is nothing but bottles, right? Fifths, liters, minis. They have all of that there. You have to actually buy some type of a bottle, get the chaser, or if you don't do a chaser, then you know what I mean, you get some cups and you drink off of that for the night, unless you continue to buy bottles and stuff like that. So that's one thing about Lounge 2727. Yeah. But great venue. I definitely will go back. I had an amazing time. And my experience in Jamaica was amazing. I'm glad I was able to go. I'm glad I was able to see many of the resorts that I've sent clients to. I was able to bypass them and see how they look from the outside. And it's nothing like firsthand experience. So I'm glad I was able to visit Jamaica. So if you see me there again at some time at the end of this year, don't be surprised, because I had a really good time. But yeah. Man, that was a lot. I didn't mean to hold you guys up for that long, but this is another edition of Travel Talk. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. I mean, still three of you still here. And I'm gonna start to be doing this every single week moving forward. Most of the time I do this on Sundays, but I was like, man, I have to um at least hop on and talk about some of the latest travel updates that's been happening and some news that's been going on and talk about my recent Jamaica experience. Moving forward, I'm looking to do a shorter cruise with my family and yeah, that's it for now. That's it for now. I'm gonna kind of do some more local things around the Orlando area. So I'm definitely looking to check out a lot of different places around the Orlando area. So you'll be seeing more content around the Orlando area. It's about natural springs and some really nice beaches on in the Gulf of Mexico side of Florida. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more exploring over the next couple of months around Florida because it's so many beautiful areas in Florida. Is more than Miami, is more than Walt Disney World and Universal in the Orlando area. There are some really beautiful areas in the Florida area. So I'm looking to explore those areas and give you guys some more options as far as where to go in Florida. I mean, I haven't even talked about Key West. I mean, you got Naples, you got Pensacola, Panama City, you got all those different areas. So yeah, stay tuned, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and much love. And stay tuned for my next live coming up this weekend. I'll see you all.